It's been 21 days of mass disturbances and demonstrations in Chile, and amid mounting criticism for not controlling the violence that often accompanies peaceful protests, President Sebastian Pinera addressed the nation with a series of measures.
We want to announce a public agenda to strengthen public order and better safeguard our citizens' security. We've lived days of tremendous violence, vandalism, and delinquency provoked in most cases by groups of organized crime.
The 10-point plan includes outlawing barricades and the use of masks and other methods to disguise one's face, including and boosting the role of intelligence services and the use of helicopters during protests, among others. Wednesday, the uptown headquarters of the conservative UDI party, which is part of Pinera's governing coalition, were attacked and ransacked.
We are facing coordinated and organized groups who are acting in a directed way. We need to investigate this so that we can find the leaders of these violent groups who are causing destruction. Our intelligence system wasn't prepared for this type of urban violence.
The threat of higher penalties hasn't dissuaded protesters.
Perhaps not surprisingly, the president's new announcements of security measures coincide with the mass demonstrations moving uptown to an area that had been considered off limits, a kind of oasis of peace in the middle of 3 weeks of demonstrations. But as you can see, this area, which is the epicenter, if you like, the headquarters of the biggest businesses in the country, are now being closed and surrounded by protesters.
While most protesters insist they don't support violence, some argue the current upheaval is a necessary evil.
Pinera says he listens to peaceful protests. But what about those who have been demonstrating for more than 4 years for better pensions? If those who started those protests had written a letter to the president instead of rushing the metro, would the president have listened? No.
While Pinera called for a rare emergency meeting of Chile's National Security Council, opposition members and demonstrators accused the president of trying to criminalize the protests, while others lamented that he had not been so energetic about increasing penalties to curtail police brutality. Lucia, Newman, Jazeera, Santiago.